In the next 3 seconds, a bear will burst through the wall to the left of you. Just saying. So, I guess we're trying this. I did a little bit of checking stuff off screen and didn't really do anything. I caught another minion. The next stage of that minion quest does not take place anywhere I have access to at this time, so we'll just keep up with that when I'm able to. So, I wonder how many new things we're going to be seeing in the Battle Factory here. Because I'm assuming the rentals are going to extend to stuff that is normally later in the game. Yeah, there's a few of these I don't recognize, so... Rock type, probably. Ground rock. Solid rock's a decent enough ability. Not the most amazing moveset, but Bulldoze is pretty good. Stealth Rock can be good. Can I just kind of scroll through these like this? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is an evolution of the other one. Pure Fairy. Runaway doesn't do a whole lot. Does say prevents trapping, so that's something. I like Disarming Voik. I don't remember what Flower Shield... Is this like a Flabebe thing? Anyway. I've seen these before, but... reasonably normal Fire-type moveset. Mud Slap's a little different. Fought one of these before. Bug Poison. Swarm is whatever. Pretty decent stab move pool. Okay, this thing doesn't have Rain Dance, so it's not going to be making use of its ability. Moveset looks okay. And yeah, not too thrilled with this one, really. So, let's see, what do we want? Honestly, this one looks pretty good. I like the mix of, you know, good stab options and, like, the statuses. Sticky Web is just... yeah, it slows down anything coming in, which can be useful. This one looks alright. This one... I don't know if Sunny Day is really doing anything for it. Kinda tempted to go with this one for the entry hazard. So, anyway, I don't want to overthink it too much. Let's do that one because we've not seen it yet. I like this one. And between the other options, definitely not Bitty Bud. Cheap Sheep looked kind of plain. Dino Torch, kind of whatever. I'll go with this one, I guess. And I'm not sure how far into this mode I'm going to have to get. They probably said, and I just wasn't paying attention. What the hell? Huh. Okay. I'm guessing that was an oversight. Maybe they just couldn't really change the sprites of the trainers in the Battle Factory somehow. I don't know. Unfortunately, I can't hit this thing with Stealth Rock. And I can't hit it with Bulldoze either, because it's flying, so... yeah, how about that? I think we're just kind of going for hit with stab move for a bit here. This is only for ally. This is nothing even in, you know, because there's no double battle aspect to it, so. Sure, whatever. This thing, I guess, is just gonna keep wasting its turn doing that. It already outspeeds me, don't really need to outspeed me more. Oh no, attack. Oh my god! Okay. Was this... so I didn't look at stats at all. You know, I'm trying to think here. With Amazy Daisy, its gimmick in Paper Mario is, like, it runs away immediately, and so you have to kill it before it can in order to get the experience. Does it normally only have, like, 1 HP or something? So does this have, like, no defense? This has no defense. Okay. I didn't realize that. That might be a problem. I will have to keep that in mind for future engagements. If I even keep it on the team. I like how the thing bothered to use agility all those turns when it could have just nuked me with fucking tackle. Oh my god, this thing's defense. Why is this so god-awful? Poison Jab is a pretty strong move. Like, okay, let me check. Does this thing have, like, you know, 3 attack? Well, it certainly isn't very good. Maybe Rage was the way to go. Let me set up a sticky web to impact the later things that come out after this, assuming I can even kill this one. Am I seriously gonna get walled by this fucking thing? But I mean, I might as well keep attacking it, even if it doesn't do much. Or, nah, you know what, this thing's a literal wall. It can take a hit. I'll switch out. So, yeah, I only have one option here. It's going to be doing all of 2 damage, but it'll die from poison anyway, so... Alright, we have successfully dealt with a single threat. Nice to see you. So this thing's pure fairy. This would actually be weak to poison jab, but I don't know if I want to switch out, so let's just... Cool. I love it. Let's speed up through some of these turns then. Do you have anything that isn't saying? Okay, you actually do. Oh my god. Yeah, I was thinking, like, you know, neutral stab hit from something with a pretty high attack stat. It better do a good amount of damage. Alright. Come on, something weak to Stealth Rock. I kind of need all the help I can get here. I don't think this is, no. However, I think we determined this is a steel type, so Bulldoze should work well here. Alright, just don't have, you know, Judgment and we'll be fine. Okay, I'm gonna be... If I have the ability to swap stuff out, I would like to look at that Parabitty Buddy and see if it is actually worthwhile, or if it just, you know, happened to wall me through circumstance. I like you still for your utility. I'm not so sure about this one. It didn't get a chance to do anything. But yeah, let's go ahead and... Do I not get the option to look at the details? I don't think I do. That's unfortunate. Unless I'm just missing a button here, but... I'm gonna do it anyway, even though I don't really see the Parabitty as being all that useful. Just, you know, I'll check out its stats in the next battle, and it might have some utility. Yeah, why are these just normal people? Baby freaking Yoshi. Okay, let's see what your story is. Normal flying, right? Yeah. Hustle is definitely an ability that exists. Much higher attack than I would have expected. Very lackluster moveset. But I mean, it's fine, I guess. Also, what? held item does this thing have? Silver powder, boosts bug moves, okay. Anyway, let's set up the stealth rock. But it failed to spit up a thing. Okay, so the AI is terrible. Got it. I'm not gonna bother switching out then. Let's can maybe build up some rage. I don't know if this thing's gonna do anything terribly impressive. It is, however, gonna boost its defenses, and I'll, you know, do all of 2 damage to it, so... Yeah, okay, actually. I immediately changed my mind. Let's, poison this fucker. Or not. Stealth rock, do your thing. Oh no, not all my weather. Alright. That's unfortunate. And yet, took the... Why? Is this flying steel because it's holding a spiny and spiny is steel? I guess that makes a certain degree of sense. That is a problem for me. I don't think I have an answer to that type combination. I could spend the turn to set up the sticky web to affect other stuff, but I don't know if it's really worth it. So Poison Jab will do nothing. This is quad resisted. Bulldoze won't hit. Rage does like 2 damage. What do you have again? Thief. It's my one key to victory. Except this thing has Rock Throw, so I'm probably just gonna fucking die. Oh god. Why did this suddenly become really hard? Does Lunge have a secondary ability? Lowers attack. That might be useful. The thing is, you know, I'd like to keep this thing alive for next... like, the next things that they send out, but I don't know if I can get past the Lakitu. You have... Yeah, like, I don't want to trap this thing in. I want to fucking get rid of it. This won't hit. Unless somehow this thing isn't flying type. But come on, it's gotta be, right? Alright, let's shift and, you know, do 2 damage with Thief. It's my one option. Ugh. Oh my god, okay, that actually did a good amount. Now, if this thing uses Rock Throw, I'm probably dead. Okay. Somehow I managed to break through it. Oh, you're an ugly fucker. Okay, I don't have anything super effective against water. I can poison. I guess I'll just... I mean, I get stabbed from tackles. Tackles, like, you know, no damage, but whatever. No, it's not too bad. What the fuck? Oh, god damn it. Oh, well, it was gonna fling it at me anyway. Okay. Nice strat, bro. Can I steal the sticky barb and have it not damage me that way? No, that would be stupid. What was his last thing again? It was... I already don't remember. But I'm gonna switch out anyway. Because Nah, fuck it. If anything's gonna get the sticky barb, it might as well do this thing, because it's not the most impressive. That's right. Okay, whatever. Yeah, just spam tackle for a bit. Oh no, it died. I think at this point we're fine. Oh. How many turns did it stockpile? You know, me speeding up might have been the wrong call there, but whatever. He died of fucking bulldoze, it'll be fine. Okay, well, we're definitely taking the key too. Just because steel flying is a pretty good type combination. Its defense didn't seem great since I did so much damage with Thief, but that's fine. Once again, I'm going to switch you out. I don't know if my Spangler's actually been doing all that well, but I like its utility at least. Part of me is like, oh no, what if the Parabiddy had, like... Bad news! It's a Sand Tomb! Had, like, you know, a really impressive attack stat that, you know, is unparalleled, but it's like... It looks so shitty. Like, you know, the Mario enemy normally is so unimpressive. Okay. Well, we're familiar with these. This thing's probably gonna bullet punch me, and I'm gonna be sad. Let's, you know, get the Stealth Rock out. So, what's your story? Steel flying. The Bullet Bill will resist all of these. But, you know, it's a decent, varied moveset. So, once again, do I have anything that can actually hit this thing at least neutrally? I don't think I do. So, let me just try to do some chip damage, I guess. What, are you gonna increase your accuracy of Supersonic? Is that what we're going for? Yep. I would prefer getting hit directly with an attack so I can have my rage build, but... Oh, we're gonna be here a long fucking time. Let's at least set up the sticky web and maybe lower its attack with lunge or something. What do you mean flame charge? Mine probably knows that, and I just don't remember because I don't remember my movesets. But I'm still gonna pretend to be outraged by it. And before all of their things are flying or levitating. Anyway, yeah, let's try to get some attack drops, or, you know, just die to fucking confusion, as the case may be. I'm assuming this is not a guaranteed stat drop. Well, at least did that turn. And honestly, it did more damage than I expected it to, so... If I can avoid confusion, this might, you know, be a slow victory here. If the thing is stupid and doesn't use Flame Charge. This is definitely not Battle Facility AI. You know, Hello. I don't usually engage in the Battle Frontier and other, you know, endgame facilities very much because they're kind of bullshit and require actually, you know, other than the factory, require raising, like, a proper team and all that effort that I don't want to be bothered with. But, you know, I know that the games do have different AI levels, even just for regular trainers. And, like, wild Pokemon will just use moves randomly, and then as the trainers get better, they'll kind of, you know, they'll either always go for super effective hits, or, like, sometimes they'll be programmed to try to do certain strategies with stat moves. These trainers are, they seem to be just selecting shit randomly, so that's, you know, good news for me. It's a little surprising, though. Okay, anyway, that was a very long-fought battle. Can we poison whatever comes in? I would say yes, but this thing's a grass type, and I have super effective hits against it, so let's just keep doing what we're doing, actually. This will probably not one-hit KO. Or it will, okay. That sounds fine to me. Okay. I'm not sure what type to expect from this. Usually space is kind of associated with psychic. So it's like it could be just a pure psychic with levitate. Or it could be psychic flying, I guess, but we already have a couple of those. If it's psychic, it's weak to lunge, so let's keep trying. Oh, it took damage from the, never mind, I'm stupid. Stealth Rock hits flying types, but it didn't do a quarter, so I think it took a neutral hit from it. Well, you know what? We're here to gain information. So let me actually try to hit it with bulldoze. Does not have levitate. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and guess pure psychic. I mean, sorta. Am I using a rental team? I see. Okay, yeah, this is my normal team. So I know Penny's theme from Get It Together, because, for whatever reason, I've listened to that song a bunch of times. Oh no, this is Mike's song from... Is it Shake It? Or not? What the fuck is the... What's the Wii one called? Smooth Moves? I don't know if that's Smooth Moves or if that's Touched. I haven't played either of them. I don't know when Penny was introduced, or Mike for that matter. Whatever. Anyway, Virus. Probably Poison type. Do I have my full team? Yes, I do. Let's just go for a rollout. Fire Poison, maybe? I'm wondering if this thing has, like, different forms for... Okay, so it's... I mean, fire would be weak to rock. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, the red, yellow, and blue viruses might have different types. Okay, well, now that we know it's fire, I suppose you seem like a good pick. More rollout. Nah, let's just do this. Nah, fuck it. Let's actually do more rollout. I like the virus's little shoes. And burn. Okay, good. And burn. Fuck you, Luigi! Am I seriously gonna... Okay. Come on, we really couldn't have done that extra little bit of damage. Extra. Okay. I'm hoping whatever comes in next takes a decent hit from this. I do appreciate that cry on the virus. That's a good sound effect to use for that. Okay, so... Yeah, this thing just has multiple forms. That's kind of neat. Is this thing going to be water, then? Ice, maybe? So far, it's been leading me to believe fighting, but that wouldn't be weak to rock. Alright. And, you know, it would stand to reason that we're going to get a yellow virus next, and probably electric, but perhaps we will find out. Okay, well, rollout sweep won the day. Curse is pretty good. I would take it over Defense Curl since it's, you know, Curse raises attack and defense, lower speed. Defense Scroll only raises defense. Defense Scroll combos well with rollout, but I don't know how much of a difference it makes. I actually don't remember if it's like it doubles the power. If it does, that is substantial. But I'll take it anyway, I guess. I didn't actually notice if I was super effective against the yellow one. I think I was. Maybe they're bug and not poison. I guess, you know, there's a certain pun to be had with that. But, anyway. I believe we've seen Wario and Win, right? So what is it? Just gonna? Yep. Million pounds of tube steak. Oh, wow. That's really good for this part of the game. Okay, I would like to look at the virus, even though I don't think I'll be able to view its type or anything. There we go. So yeah, it doesn't evolve. Oh, I can't look at forms or anything. That's lame. Area unknown. That means it is potentially only a gift or something. Weird that it's showing the blue as the default one. Okay, I guess that's something we will find out at some point. Also, the other stuff I fought in the factory is not going to show up in here, right? Because normally they don't. They're not like the normal type of battles. I don't think they're in here. Anyway, I guess let's go deal with Wario then. I got a comment saying that he is almost certainly going to be poison type. I would say that probably makes sense. I don't really know what else he would be. He's greedy. Could just be dark. It does kind of make me wonder what all the other major characters that are gym leaders are. The jungle is the next world, and I wouldn't be surprised if that was like Donkey Kong. I don't know what he'd use, maybe fighting types. I don't remember where I'm actually trying to go. Where was the WarioWare building? Is it this? It's Club Sugar. Mansion's up here. I could pay one of the little Mario Kart toads. Fuck it, let's do it. Will it have a, was there a department store? I don't even remember that. Have I looked in here yet? I don't remember ever coming in here. Why was it in binary? Also, why is this so slow? Okay. Oh my god. They don't have the Gyat flavored energy drinks. Good to know. Nut. I mean, I'll stock up on a few of these, I guess. How many of these do I have? 5 is probably fine. I'm always very cheap with items. Unless it's Pokeballs. I need a lot of those. So what do these other ones do? This is just the Great Ball, Heal Ball, Nest Ball, I think. Or Level Ball, maybe? I don't remember what the difference is between those. Repeat Ball, I don't know why it's a cowboy hat. And, what the fuck is that? Luxury Ball, I guess. I love the dialogue of some of the NPCs. They're saying what we're all thinking. Boy, do I not care about these. And, yep. These aren't even, attempted to be made Mario-flavored. Goomb. Oh. Oh, Eviolite. That's cool. Alright, well, let's throw this on somebody. It doesn't necessarily need to be somebody in my current party, but... You could maybe use a defensive boost. I think you're kind of squishy. You could, you know, bolster your already decent defenses. I don't really feel like taking the time to look at stats. I'm just going to throw it on you. Oh, okay. Well, I know that these work on Yoshi. Did we see anything else that needed those? I mean, we did, but I don't think it's any party members, so it's the type of thing where I might just kind of check it out later. I will attempt to remember that this is here so I can do that on the Yoshis. What the fuck is this? Why is the yawn in small letters? How? How? Light screen, reflect, safeguard, snore, protect, frustration. Steel Wing is of potential interest to me. Do I have anything that can even learn it? It is no longer of interest to me. Oh, it's the same shit. Okay. You are... Do a flip. Maybe. Not maybe. I was thinking, you know, this thing's flying. It could maybe, but no. Oops. Nut. I mean, lemonades are good for their value. Oh boy. I will buy 5 of them. I would like more, but the inconvenience is, I'll buy more than 5 of them. The inconvenience is making me not want to bother. Okay, this will be the last one. Okay, so where the hell was this department store, and how did I miss it the first time? Where are we compared to anything else? Was I... I better not have been right next to that thing when I took the fucking cab. I'm gonna be very upset if that's the case. I think I might have been... Okay, so it's saying there's 2 blue squares down and left from me. There's the department store, and there's decidedly not anything else next to it, so this map is full of shit. Where the hell is WarioWare? I don't want to take the car again. Okay, we found it. Wario! I'm gonna win! I suppose we might as well go in with the current party. How's it going? What was it? It's like, Santa Claus is not real, and Jesus never happened! Yes? What in the shit is going on? Oh. Of course. Okay. I didn't save before this. What do you mean? Okay, this is interesting. I don't care for my attack being dropped, but I do have a fighting move, so alright. You are probably the more useful one here. I appreciate the, you know, Gen 1 champion music. This whole thing has massively thrown me off of my game. Is this a build-up to the Wario fight, or is this the Wario fight? Who knows? That bullet punch did jack shit for damage, Jesus Christ. Let me look at my numbers again. So, you know, this is getting stabbed, so it's actually 60. And then this is very slightly better than that. Plus I can flinch. I guess I'll try that. Oh, it outspeeds. Oh god, it's a fucking Gen 1 Blizzard. I just realized what's happening here. Because Tauros is, like, the king of Gen 1 metagame. And it commonly has Blizzard because of the way that the singular special stat in Gen 1 works. Because, like, they didn't split it into attack and defense, and so a lot of shit that normally... Okay, hold on. I'm unpacking things here. Let me finish my first thought, which was that, you know, a lot of stuff just kind of has higher special attack than you'd expect, and Tauros is one of them. Blizzard is just broken as shit in Gen 1. So Freeze is not a status in this game, it's Frostbite, which appears to be just residual damage. Is that what it was in Legends Arceus? Because I know in Scarlet Violet it just changed into Snow, which, like, I don't think does anything other than raise the defensive ice types and, you know, trigger abilities that require it. In Frostbite, or in Legends Arceus, it might have been like a poison equivalent. I really don't remember. Anyway, I mean, I'm whittling it down. I guess I'll stay in. I'm not gonna get the flinch because it's outspeeding me, but this is fine. Could bulldoze. That lowers speed, right? Yeah. Okay, so if this is gonna be a, you know, standard Gen 1 OU team, what other things can we expect here? I know that Tauros, Chansey, and Snorlax form a core, despite all being normal types. They're all on a majority of teams. Psychic types are really good. I think Alakazam and, like, Executor are usually up there. If you're allowing legendaries, I think Zapdos. I'm kind of not expecting a Zapdos, but I mean, it would be a cool, like, final boss of the fight, I guess. If I can even fucking handle one. So, I don't know, let's see what we got. Arcanine. Okay. I don't think Arcanine is considered that great in Gen 1. It has a high BST. I don't know if it really does anything all that impressive. But, okay. You know, so just for full disclosure here, oh my god, why did that do no damage? You know, I've never played in any competitive formats. I don't really care for that type of stuff, but I do like watching videos on it occasionally. There's stuff from Big Yellow that I've watched. And so that's kind of where I've gotten a lot of my info. Let's just go for the rollout sweep, I guess. If we can manage to pull that off. I will use Curse, even though it's not going to directly boost rollout. It gives me the attack up, so... Are you gonna roar? Because why are you going... No. Why am I outspeeding this? I didn't get a quick claw activation that turn, did I? I should not be outspeeding in Arcanine. It's really weird. I even outsped it after the Curse. Is this thing like holding a lagging tail for some reason? Not understanding that at all. Something feels weird about this thing's stats. Why does it have like 2 speed and really high defense? I get that, like, you know, this is a weird glitchy thing that like came out of Wario's computer or whatever, so maybe there's some element of that here where stats aren't what they should be, but I don't know. Okay, yeah, this seems to just kind of be various, you know... It's not going for a competitive team. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see anything of the Lapras. Are we going to get to see anything of the last one? I'm going to guess Executor. He's had a fire and a water, so... Good chance there's a grass. This isn't the Professor Oak team from Gen 1, right? The one that exists in the game, but you can never actually fight. I don't know if I want Protect. Here's the thing. Assuming... You know, I'm making several assumptions here. The Shedinja split off that this thing's gonna gain, that's probably a Dry Bones. I don't know if it's gonna be like Shedinja, where it's like, you know, 1 HP with Wonder Guard. If it is, Protect would actually be pretty useful on that for scouting moves. I can reteach it before Evolution, though. And maybe even after Evolution. I'm gonna probably forget that it's an option, though, so... I'm gonna skip it for now, though. I like its current moveset. Yep, called it. Okay, this is not the best type matchup here, but, I don't know if I'm gonna have to fight Wario after this. I could probably stand to switch out. Well, Absorb is true to, you know, Gen 1 champion level movesets. I don't know if Blue's Executor actually has Absorb, but it wouldn't shock me. I think, you know, Giga Drain didn't exist yet. Mega Drain was a TM, and I think the gym prize TMs were only teachable by those and were not in anything's moveset naturally. So, with this thing being a stone evolution and them probably not, like, tailor building the movesets on stuff, yeah, this thing would be very likely to have Absorb. But where's Barrage? I want to see that Barrage action. Okay. So do I fight Wario? Also, what do you mean 420? Yeah, here it is. Wario! Yeah, let's hold on for a minute here. Okay, well this is the final boss of the chapter, so I'm gonna go ahead and raise up to max level here. Let me see if I want to switch anybody out. You know, I picked up this thing in this chapter. I'd like to potentially use it. You freshly evolved this chapter, and you became useful this chapter. You still need a little bit of... hold on. I'm having one of those brain things. Give me a second here. What's the level cap? I mean, it's obviously higher than 23, so... yeah, okay. So here's what we're doing. Let me grab you back. Put somebody away, it doesn't really matter who. Let's potentially put Protect back on the moveset. Do I want any of this other stuff? Probably not. This is just an experiment anyway. Let's just get rid of Headbutt for now, because that's most likely something I can reteach. And, let's see how this goes. I need to use the Cap Candy. Wherever the hell that is. Alright, what you got for me? Because we have a standard evolution in addition to the split off. I'm guessing just Paratroopa. Yeah, it's looking like a Paratroopa to me. So, normal flying, I would expect. Might be solid on its own anyway, but it's definitely, you know, the less interesting of what's about to happen here. I realize. If this is like Shedinja, whatever I teach here is actually going to also appear on the other one's moveset. So, do I want Aerial Ace on that thing? Probably not. I think I would probably prefer these moves. I guess it also kind of depends on the type. I'm gonna guess, like, just pure Ghost, or maybe Ghost Rock or something. I can always reteach it. Okay. Well, there it is, and yup, it's a Shedinja. Dark Ground, okay. So not Ghost, actually. And yeah, I kept the moveset. So Protect is absolutely going to be helpful for scouting stuff. So what can hit this? We've got... Fighting and Bug will hit Dark. Does Ground resist Bug? I don't think it does. I think Bug resists Ground, but I don't think Ground resists Bug. So Fighting Bug, Water, Grass, Ice. Is that it for Ground? So it's got 5 weaknesses. It's immune to everything else, other than, like, you know, chip damage. It's actually immune to Sandstorm, which is cool. So I have to worry about, like, Poison and Confusion and Burn and that type of stuff, and I guess Hail. But yeah, I mean, this is cool. It doesn't have any stab moves currently. Can it relearn anything? Bone Club, okay. And yeah, I can reteach Headbutt. Aerial Ace is not the worst thing for it, I guess, but it's got kind of decent coverage already with Fighting and Water. Rollouts, you know, nice to have. I'll take Bone Club for the stab. The question is, what do I get rid of? I like the idea of keeping Protect. Maybe I don't need Rollout. Rollout is a commitment, and the thing is, with the way that in-game AI works, if the opponent can't hit me, it will try to switch to something that can. And so if I'm in the middle of a rollout and then they switch, then I'm dead the next turn. And if they don't have anything to switch to, then they can't hit me anyway, and so I'm safe, and being locked into this is no different than just hitting multiple times with a strong move, other than, you know, rollout getting stronger over time, I guess. It's kind of a trade-off. I'm maybe overthinking this, but, you know, these moves aren't terribly impressive, but they're decent coverage. Razor Shell I could maybe do without, but, you know, it's pretty powerful. I'm just gonna get rollout. I've got it on the cleft. It's a little redundant. So that was that's cool. I'm a fan of that. I'm gonna need to nickname this thing. Now you you know, you're a means to an end, basically. You've had your moments. I don't really want to have both of the Koopas on the team, though. I think it's a little unnecessary. So I'm probably going to box this one, at least for now. Grab the item off of it. Yeah, let me just do a little bit of team rearranging and I'll cut back. Okay, I lied. I'm not actually cutting away because I'm seeing that there's stuff happening here. So let me continue with the cap candies. I might as well just get everything up to level cap. I'm seeing that Fish Face is learning a new move, which I'm potentially interested in. Chance of Badly Poison. This thing's actually got quite the variety of stab moves here. I don't know if Poison is a more useful type than Dark, but it's cool. So I'll take it, I guess. Can always change it back later if I want to. More interestingly, we actually have another evolution. I don't expect this to evolve into anything, you know, outrageous that I wouldn't have predicted, but, you know, it sure is about to gain some spikes. I'm honestly kind of surprised I've kept this on the team so long, but it's, you know, it's done a decent job. Smart Strikes, isn't that Sylvalley's signature move? Steel Aerial Ace, basically, with, slightly better power. Okay. I mean, yeah, I'll take it. Maybe I don't need Headbutt. Headbutt's a good, you know, nice solid move, but it is normal type. The flinch chance isn't going to come up very often because this thing's slow. Okay. I'm guessing Rock Steel. Now, Rock Steel is an unfortunate type combination because of the double weakness to, or quad weakness to fighting in ground. But, you know, I'll just try to not use it against those things. 40 or 50 speed, actually not as bad as I would have expected. This thing is actually currently tied for best speed on the team. It has a nature that lowers speed, and yet it is tied with the literal bullet. So I'm just full of shit. This thing isn't actually slow. Giving it a Quick Claw, slightly unnecessary. Now, it will be lowering its speed if I use Curse. But, alright, interesting. Maybe Headbutt was the right call. Maybe this thing doesn't actually need Accelerock. In fact, yeah. Priority moves are nice, but, you know, it is lower power. Maybe I don't need it. We'll see. I can always switch. I keep saying that. I'm never gonna actually switch. Anyway, more cap candies. Let's go. Do you get anything? Nope. Do you get anything? Nope. Okay, I have a few other things to test, though. So let's... Swift. Let's swift some stuff out. Well, I know one of yous isn't getting anything, but I'll at least give you the extra level. Keep forgetting I can use select to shoot this wire out of my crotch. Also, I forgot I nicknamed that thing Mother Nathan. Terrible name. Okay, more menu navigation. You get a level. Guessing you don't get anything. Ooh. You're still physically inclined though, right? I can't actually view stats. I don't really need two different switch-out moves, though. I will take Surf. As long as I can naturally delete that without having to go to a dedicated move deleter. Screech is okay. I don't know if it's the type of thing I really want. Poison Sting is fucking terrible. Sting needs a better poison move, but, fuck it. I'm getting rid of Poison Sting. It's 15 base power. That move isn't doing anything. It at least has a second attack. It's just, you know, normal type. Okay, well anyway, that's all that shit sorted out, other than me having to decide items and what team to use, so let me sort that out. Alright, I think this is the team we're going to be going with. I left out Sanford, even though it was a new acquisition. I wanted to mostly bring in new evolutions and, like, weird gimmicky shit. I made this one an exception just because I feel like he hasn't been getting used much lately, and if Wario's using Poison type, then it'll be helpful. The only thing left to be resolved is the nickname here. And I realized this is a skeleton with 1 HP. So, of course, you know, we gotta name it Ness. So, let's see how this goes. In before Dark type. Or just, you know, something totally unrelated, and all of his, like, captures are just gonna be, like, things related to gold. Would not be shocked if that's the case. Well, yep, that's fitting. Okay, so here is the issue that I just now came across, or I just realized with the Protect strat, is if they don't have a move that hits me, they're just gonna switch. So the Protect turn basically is just like, there's a good chance it will waste time, but it'll at least give me the information either way. So this thing is dark. I don't know if it's going to have a move strong against me, but we're going to find out. Guess what? It didn't. But you know what will is this Phanto, apparently. So, what did we say? Bug, fighting, water, grass, ice. This apparently has one of those. Fuck if I know what it's going to be. I don't even know what type this is. Dark flying. But, so if it is dark flying, that's two dark types. So I think we made the wrong call with Trevor here, but that's fine. Let's just go for you. You're kind of my nuke option, and then you're for gathering information. You just are, you know, a generally strong thing, I think. Fairy. I forgot Fairy was strong against Dark. Okay. This thing's probably not a Fairy type. but... Alright. Are you just gonna kill me on this turn? Low roll, please. Okay, I got the low roll. Is this... It's neutral. Dark flying is still potentially a possibility. Okay. I'm happy with this turn of events. Yeah, he's a dark type user, okay. I don't know if your 1 HP is going to be all that helpful to me, so... Well... I mean, I see nothing wrong with this option. I'm guessing this thing doesn't outspeed. Okay. And I get to send in whatever I want, so... If he doesn't go for the bandits, we'll find out if it has a move that can hit me. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, no, because we know the bandits can't hit me. So, I can get a free hit against whatever comes in. Assuming it's not a flying type, I can hit it with a bone club, so... Sure, let's go for it. Oh, fuck you. Of course it's a fucking flying type. Alright. So, what move is this gonna have? Well, let's find out. I have my protect turn. Oh, nope, he's caught in a loop. He doesn't have anything that can work against dry bones. Oh god. Is this just gonna be what a lot of battles are gonna turn into now, is just... Well, they can't hit me, so I win through attrition no matter what. That's, kind of awesome. I'm surprised that it's not programmed to, like, at least use debuffs or something. Oh my god. This is kind of awesome. I'm gonna win! Okay, so it will try to attack. I mean, he can't switch, so I guess it makes sense. So is Pyoro gonna actually be a dark type then, or does he just have it because it's, you know, fitting for the story? I don't know what this thing would be other than flying. It could just be pure flying. Pokemon doesn't like doing that. I don't know if Mariomon really cares. Well, I'm glad most of my team didn't get to participate in the battle, but hey, I got to try out the dry bones, and that's cool. Oh, slippery fingers. Good shit. I was half expecting to just immediately get attacked by Red again. Knockoff is interesting. I know in later gens it's a really good move because it does double damage if it succeeds in knocking off an item. So actually that is... Even without that boost, this is, you know, stab dark move. Okay, let me test something here. If I was to get rid of this, can I reteach it? No, so I'd be committed. Or wait, actually, was that a TM? Yeah, I can just reteach it. I'm stupid. And so was Razor Shell. Okay. So that was a lot of worrying about nothing. Okay, well... I feel like we didn't actually do that much in this video. I, you know, did the Battle Factory thing, fought Penny, and then fought Wario, but, I've gained some new, interesting party members and shit. Let me actually end with looking at information in the decks before I forget about it. the new stuff should have info here. Oh yeah, it's the ones from the Glitz Pit. Were those unique enemies? I didn't think they were. I don't really remember. Yeah, surprisingly high speed. I don't know why that is. Yeah, good defense. Sturdy. Rockhead if I wanted it. If it ever got... does it get recoil moves? Not until fucking 62, Jesus Christ. Okay, so yeah, not too worried about that, really. What else we got? Well, yeah, let's check these out. I'll be seeing a bunch of them at some point in the game, apparently. Shell armor, speed boost is nice if I decided to pick this thing back up. I could throw it an ability patch. It seems like a lot of investment, though. 100 attack is really good. 120 speed is really good. Maybe it doesn't need the speed boost. Its other stats are unimpressive, but I mean... It's a good physical sweeper, better than I would have expected for such a common Mario enemy. Acrobatics is pretty good. Shell Smash is also nice. Extreme speed. This thing, actually... Maybe I'll keep it around. You know, their movesets are kind of starting to separate a bit anyway, so... Why the hell not? There's no forms on this. It mentioned, like, the shell color, but I didn't think that was a thing. Surprised that this thing is in the wild. I guess it makes sense, but yeah. Yeah, those are definitely some stats. It's got, you know, pretty good attack, pretty bad speed. Its defenses literally don't matter. Special attack is kind of shit. So it's just, you know, it's Shedinja. You use it when it can wall the opponent. Shedinja is a Pokemon that I tried to use once a very long time ago and was not really successful with because in Gen 3, fucking everything gets Astonish, which kills it. But it was such a cool idea, I wanted to try to use it anyway, and so I basically just kind of, you know, save state scummed. I don't think I ever finished that playthrough. So I'm interested to keep this thing around. Did we get anything else new? I don't remember. We saw a couple new things. But that doesn't mean we're going to get to see any info on them yet. Pyoro is not 151. Good to know. For some reason, I just kind of assumed it would be. There's the Phantom, probably Dark Flying. Is this thing... That might be the jungle area over there, I'm not sure. But anyway, I think that basically wraps up Chapter 3. Next time we will, I maybe do the Toadette battle. I think I'm able to do that now, and then head there and, see what wackiness awaits us in the jungle. Like I said, probably Donkey Kong if I had to guess. Ah!